you've done such a good job staying in good shape and being healthy. I think that
Yeah,
I like to capture more of one because you're very busy, right? And you're working full time, and people work for you, and you're traveling. I think other women that are not where you are yet, but maybe where you started, it's good to hear from
yeah.
someone that's already. It's been like 2 years, I think, since you worked with us.
A year. It's been a
It's been a
year.
year.
Year and a half.
Was
I started working with you
was it
last
last
summer.
summer? Was it last summer? It was last summer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. See, it's been so long, but you've done so good.
Yeah, I still got more to do, but I'm
It's
pleased.
never
I feel
done.
like I've gotten a little content.
Yeah.
So I'm really trying to push myself. Like for this month, like December, like my birthday's a month and 10 days away. So
Yeah.
like I really want to go as hard as I can. But yeah, I'm happy to like talk about
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. That's what I was like. It's not gonna be super. It's not gonna be super long winded. More so just like a recap. We could do like a recap, and then we could talk business stuff too if you want to, because that could be, that's cool. But yeah,
Fitness content and stuff, I was like, no.
nah, nah.
Because people keep asking me the same thing. They're like, oh, how'd you lose weight? And I'm like, I ate healthy and I worked out. And they're like, oh, but what else did you do? I'm like,
They're
what?
looking for the magical thing.
I mean, they
Well,
could go take Ozempic or go get surgery, but I mean, it's like, I don't know. I think nothing beats like the work of like getting in the gym. Like,
yeah.
I love to the gym now. Like, I really look forward to it.
Well, look. I mean, that's pretty much what I want to talk about. I want to talk about where you started, how much experience you had, and then where you currently are now. I know you're saying like, oh, I have got content, but like you kept the weight off that you lost, right? I think you lost
Yeah,
more
for the
weight.
most part.
You lost more weight, I think, actually, than when you finished work. Because you worked with us for 3 months.
So I've been between like 160 to like 165. Like that's kind of my range of where I'm at. Like I really want to get down to 155 and I got down to 155, but like
Oh, you
I
came
don't know,
back
it's
up.
like if I eat one chicken wing, I'm at like 160 again. I'm just like, dang,
I don't
you
know if
know?
I don't know if it's one chicken wing or if you start eating what you want for like a week or so or a couple of weeks.
Okay, dude, not too much.
Yeah. Wait, where did you start? What weight did you start at?
When I started in your program, I was like 186.
Yeah, but I think you had lost like I think you got to like the 160. I want to
Yes.
say the other 160. And
Yep.
then I remember we talked and you were like, I'm down to
Mm-hmm.
155, but what should I
Mm-hmm.
do? I want to build my curves, but I want a flatter stomach. What should I do? And then
I
you're like,
know.
I'm gonna lose a little bit more weight, but you've been traveling and stuff and eating good.
Yeah. Yeah, I
I
have.
think
I
you've been
have.
I think you've been managing it good though. I think that if you
Yeah, I feel good about it.
if you can keep your weight within like 5, 7, even 10
Yeah.
pounds of where you
Oh
want to
yeah.
be, you can lose 10
Yeah.
pounds. You can always lose 10 pounds.
I think so too.
Yeah, it's
I
not a
think
big
so too.
deal. All right, how do
Do you
you?
like cats?
I don't mind
Uh,
them.
Nipsey was start first with the kind of business I have, right?
Yeah, give it to us.
Okay. So I run a company called Perfecta. Perfecta is a talent development agency that focuses on helping companies build emotionally healthy and psychologically safe workplace cultures. So I do a lot of consulting, training, coaching leaders on people talent strategies. And how do I balance it all? Well, I think for fitness, it's a lifestyle change. And so for me, what I see a lot of people do, and even I used to do it, but I don't do that anymore, is I pretty much schedule and plan my life around the gym and fitness instead of trying to like, squeeze in the gym when I can. And so before I even do anything else for the day, I always will look at my schedule and make sure that I'm going to the gym at least first thing in the morning. Or if I'm not going first thing in the morning, I'm finding like pockets, in my schedule to make sure that I go because I know once it gets like in the afternoon or if the sun goes down, I'm not going to go. I like to also plan in my workouts for the week and also like find different workouts that I enjoy. So lately I've been really heavy into Pilates. So I do Pilates like 2 or 3 times a week. I also signed up for a 5K in 3 months. Or 2 months. So I just started training for a 5K. So I'm just finding new ways to challenge my body and finding new things that I think I would enjoy. Just take the, mundane out of going to the gym and doing the same thing every day. I think
Hmm.
the hardest part is not the fitness, but the diet. And so I like to plan my meals. I like to make sure that I'm meal prepping, I'm cooking at home as much as possible and not really even putting myself in the position to go out to eat a lot. I
Mm.
just realized that for me, if I do go out to eat, I'm probably gonna get fries. I'm probably gonna get wings. And so that has forced me to, really adjust even my social life. And so instead of centering food with friends, we'll go and we'll walk the belt line, we'll go to the gym together. I've had friends that will come and do Pilates with me, or, we just find different ways to spend time with each other. So it's been a big lifestyle change.
No, that's good. So like you've been able to. I mean, I know you got down. You said you got down your lowest weight was like 150. You were 186 before. You're about 160 ish right
Mhm.
now. But ultimately, been able to keep the weight off. You've been able to maintain it and manage it through all the different. Cause like, how often do you travel?
Whew. Over the last month, probably at least like 3 times in the month.
Cause we work with a lot of women that travel a lot, and that like our people that come to us that travel a lot. There's like, how would I be able to do this? How am I gonna be traveling? And it's just like, you're never not gonna travel, probably, right? You're gonna always
Right.
be
Yeah.
traveling
No,
for it.
I love to travel. I'm traveling this weekend, the following weekend. I'll be traveling again in a month. So, like, yeah, travel is just a big part of my life.
Okay, so I know that you travel when you did work with us, but like, how have you continued to manage yourself when you travel? Because like that's usually a fall off point for a lot of people. Like they're like, I'm good, then I
Yeah.
travel and it's over.
So not only do I work out when I travel for work, but even for vacation. And some of my friends are like, "Why are you working out on vacation?" And I think like for me, I look forward to that time because like I have no excuse. I have nothing to do on vacation
Yeah,
but sleep, lay out at the pool, whatever. So like I enjoy working out on vacation. Like I just do because a lot of times my biggest excuse is time.
mm-hmm.
Um, so, anyways, I think traveling and working out and like staying healthy was a huge, huge, huge issue for me when I first started, like on this journey. So a couple of things I found is important is me making sure that anywhere I stay, a hotel has a gym.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot stay at a hotel that does not have a gym. Even like an Airbnb, don't do Airbnbs like that. I will go and make sure that there is a gym. As soon as I like get to the hotel, as soon as I like check in my room, the next thing I'm gonna do is put my bags in my room and then I'm gonna go like check out the gym just to make sure like, okay, I know where it is. I'm already like mentally seeing myself in the gym like the next day or later that day. So that's really important for me. But then also like let's say I don't have access, I'll pull up a workout on YouTube, like a floor Pilates, floor Pilates class, or it depends on where I'm traveling to. Like,
Yeah.
let's say that I'm traveling, to like Europe, right? Where all you do in Europe is like walk. Because I remember last year I was on a vacation in Italy, and Jeremiah, I don't know if you remember that, but I was
I
like telling
remember.
you, like, I'm so nervous. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna, get my workout in. And you were like, just get your steps in. Like, make sure you get in like 10K, 12K steps a day. And then you also sent me some workouts that I could do, even just like outside. I was doing like RDLs and bench presses with like my luggage. Like,
Yeah.
there's really ways to work around it. And what I realized is that if you like set boundaries with the people you're traveling with and just let them know, like, these are my goals, this is what I'm committed to. Like, you don't have to do it, but I'm going to be working out. I'm going to
Mm.
be eating healthy. I'm going to be doing all these things. Like, I'm not going to be drinking. Like, they will support it. They will support it. And so it definitely is not easy. But I think the other thing that I'll say too is sometimes when you're traveling, especially if it's for like work stuff and there are things that's out of your control, one thing that makes me feel really good about myself is focusing on what I can control, which is like going to the gym. Like,
Mm.
I know if I can go to the gym, that's like one thing that I have control over in my day. So I just feel a million times better when I leave the gym. Even if I don't feel like going when I first like walk to the gym or get up and start getting dressed for the gym, like I'm gonna feel glad that I went at the end of my workout. So I just keep that in mind too.
Good. That's awesome. I mean, I think that like what you said, like you can make it work. That's the biggest thing. Like you can make it work. It doesn't have to be complicated. I think you just have to have the mindset, but like, okay, I'm traveling, but I'm still gonna work out. Like I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm the same way. Um,
Right.
I'm like, even when I went to my buddy's wedding last year, I was like, I'm running 3 miles every day while I'm in Jamaica.
Yeah,
Why not? Like, you can still party and stuff if you want to because you're on a trip, but like, at least do that. So then it makes it, how much easier is it to get back into routine when you come home? Like, if you stay active while you're out, like, it's not really that hard to just
exactly.
stay with it. So,
And it's not even a matter of if. Like, it's literally not a matter of like, well, am I going to? It's more like when,
mm-hmm.
where, like I'm going to. I just gotta like figure out when I'm gonna do it. I don't even question if I'm gonna work out anymore.
Mm, that's good. That's good. Okay. So, I think that was most of my biggest question. I mean, my biggest question, honestly, I think you answered everything beautifully. I guess the last thing would be like, how did the program kind of help you set that foundation? And then why were you able to feel, I guess, confident enough to continue on your own once you finished? Like, what about the program helped you feel confident enough to continue on your own?
Yeah, you know what? I think it was like the accountability for sure. Like your program is like pretty rigorous and it's pretty like in depth. It's not a program where you can like slack off or not be super serious, like from everything that you had, me doing from like weighing myself daily. I still do that.
Mm-hmm.
Tracking my meals. I'm trying to get back to that.
Yeah.
But I'm much more, what that helped me to do is just to be aware and mindful of like my portions, weighing my food, realizing like I have been overeating my whole entire life. Like I'm eating just to eat and I'm eating more than I should. Like I didn't know that until I
Mm-hmm.
started the program. Um, yeah, it was just like the daily habits. I still do a lot of that today. And I forgot the other part of your question. I think
I,
it
I
was
was
like,
saying like, how did it set you up to be able to feel? Because a lot of times people feel like they'll be successful when they have a coach or like someone has to be there with them, but when they don't have it, they're like lost. So like, how did you feel like independent? I guess enough once we finished to be like, I know we gave you I gave you a program like a little bit later down the road, but like you
yeah,
feel confident
yeah,
enough that you were like, I just need a program. I don't really need you to hold my hand. I just kind of need like, something
yeah,
to follow. Like, how did you? Why do you feel like you got to that point
yeah.
when you
I
worked
think
with us?
for me, I just got tired of like my own stuff. Like I got tired of my own mess. I got tired of my own
Mm-hmm.
excuses and I felt like was I was a person that was in my own way.
Way.
And I think the program just helped me to eliminate all of those like self-proclaimed barriers or issues that I had. And like I remember there was one time where I was feeling very defeated and your program, we were probably like a month in
Mm-hmm.
maybe. And I was traveling for a friend's graduation and I was like so far from a gym. The food that they were feeding us was like not super healthy and I was just feeling very discouraged and I was looking at my calendar and I had so many trips planned. And again, I did your program during the summertime, which I
Yeah.
think is like super hard to do because I travel a lot. I like to do a lot. And I remember telling you like, I think I just need to take a break from your program. And you were like, no. And you told me like, it's not even a 90-day like thing. This is a lifestyle journey. Like it's, so what, you fall off for a day or 2 days, you pick it back up. And so like that's the biggest thing I think that like stuck with me were those words that you told me. Like I can reset, I can start over as much as I need to. And like every day is not going to be perfect, but as long as I'm like giving myself like grace, but also like trying to stay as consistent as possible. So I've just learned over time, like things aren't going to happen overnight, not even in like a week. Like it is a lifestyle change. So like
Mm-hmm.
I've kept that in mind. And also I think it's been a whole like identity shift as well. Before your program, I was very like I was not confident in the gym. I would be looking around all paranoid, like I don't know what I'm doing,
Yeah.
like now I go into the gym, I'm very confident. Like I'm still not like, doing this. I think I'm not going as hard as I can with like the what do you call it? Train to failure. Like
Oh, training to
I
failure.
yeah, so like sometimes I do have to like mimic your voice in my head, like put that 20-pound dumbbell down, pick up that 30, 35. Like even just the other day at the gym, I was like, you can do more. Like, what
Yeah.
are you doing? So like I still have to push myself, but like I do consider myself a fitness girly, a gym girly. All of my friends know that. They know I'm gonna go to the gym. Like
Mm-hmm.
people look up to me for that. And so, like, yeah, it's been a whole identity shift. Like, I can't imagine what my life would be like without the gym or without fitness. I love fitness content. I could watch it all day. I know I'm always sending you like certain reels, and I'm like, oh, should I be doing this? And you're like, if you want to, whatever. But like I don't know. It's just been a big like identity shift for me.
Yeah.
Not even just like the physical part, but like the mental, the emotional discipline. It's helped me to be a better like entrepreneur, CEO. My mindset's clearer. I'm able to like I'm able to make better decisions. What else? Like I don't know. It's just I feel like my discipline has just grew in like every single area in my life, like not even in the gym. My skin has cleared up, like because of the diet.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to push my family to be, more healthy as well
Yeah.
because I don't come from a family that is super healthy. Like I grew up in the South, I grew up in the country. We love to eat fried foods and soul
Mm-hmm.
food every day. And I'm trying to push my family now, and they see me doing it, and I think it does inspire them. But like I don't know. I love how I've like transformed as a person. So
No, it's dope. I think that's great. I mean, I think that's the biggest thing I try to explain to people. I'm like, no, it's not just you losing weight. Like, everything else
right.
will be better. I couldn't
Oh
imagine.
yeah.
I couldn't imagine not taking care of myself health wise and like trying to run my business. Like, I just wouldn't have the confidence.
No,
It's,
I
yeah, I
know.
just wouldn't have the
Right.
confidence. It's because
And that's
yeah,
another thing is confidence. I'm so confident now. And like so many people have told me, like, girl, you have glowed up. Like, what's your secret? And I'm
yeah,
like, the gym.
gotta work out.
Go to the
Gotta
gym,
eat right.
eat healthy, take care of yourself. Because that people can see that. Not just in the way, but in the energy and the aura and the glow. Like it's just, yeah, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. That's a big thing. Okay. Okay, I remember in the beginning when you first started, you were like trying to learn the exercises, and I think you were getting frustrated or like unsure. You were very unsure about the exercises. Even when I would tell you you're doing them right, I'd be like, "No, you're
Yeah.
fine. They're doing it right." You're like, "No, I think I need someone in person. I think I need someone
Right.
here."
I know. I was like, you need to come to Atlanta.
And I was like, and I'm like, what I tell most people, I'm like, well, one, like, why didn't you get an in person coach? One, but two, how are you gonna learn how to do this on your own if you
Right.
never learn how to do it on your own? That's one of the main excuses people make why they don't lose weight. They're like, oh, I just haven't found the right trainer. But you've been saying that for 5 years. So at
Mm-hmm.
some point we have to take self accountability. And I was like, no, like you're doing great. And then like now you're good, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I think that uh, going through the beginning, which is uncomfortable because you're like, I don't know how to do this. I'm already paranoid in the gym. I already think everybody's looking at
I know.
me.
Right.
But then getting to the point where you're doing it on your own so much, then you're like, okay, I got it. So now, no matter where you go, it doesn't matter what gym you go to, you might feel a little nervous, but you're like, I know how to do at least this routine. Or I'm not
Yeah.
afraid to go try another routine. Like, talk about overcoming that mindset block where you're like, I need somebody right here with me, or I'm not going to be able to do this. Because you had like little moments when you're like that. But I just like, no, girl, go ahead. Keep doing the workout.
I didn't want a trainer in person with me. I wanted you to come to Atlanta. I was like, why are
Everyone
you in
does. Everyone wants me to come to every state that they live in. It's just not
I
enough
was like, just
Jeremiah's.
come for a
It's just
day.
not enough Jeremiah's. I just wouldn't be able to help as many people. But good look, now you are so good.
Yeah, like we still need to train together at some
Yeah,
point.
when I come to
That would be
Atlanta,
fun.
whenever I come to Atlanta, maybe I'll have to make a trip next year. We'll have to get a session. I do want to get a session for sure. I love getting sessions up with people that have done the program. I just don't live by everybody, and
I know, yeah.
I just don't live by
Yeah. But
everybody. Cause I
well,
like coaching. I like coaching, and I like coaching people that have shown that they will do the work. But
are you still doing training? Do you train in person in Texas?
no, I just do like the content, like
Oh.
the weight loss series.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, but I'm actually about to start doing this cool thing that no one knows about yet, except for my sister. I'm going like I don't know if you know this, but we do like a 7 day challenges now sometimes, right?
Yeah.
So this I think I was telling you about it. I'm gonna do a live version with someone every week.
Ooh,
So
okay.
I'm gonna go grocery shopping with them.
What?
We're gonna cook together,
Oh,
right?
I love
We're gonna
it.
record it all, and we're gonna do that like every week with somebody, and then I'll do like my normal long series, but like we'll do like a fresh
Yeah.
person every week. So I'll put up like who's gonna go, and I'll like do the whole shebang for them, get the groceries for them, pay for it, cook with them. It'll be awesome content, real
I
good
love
content.
it.
Yeah,
Oh, are you cooking? We've already talked about
I can cook. I said I don't cook.
that.
My mama make sure we can all cook.
Okay.
Now we'll
All
have.
right. Keep watching. When are you gonna do that? When are you dropping that?
Oh yeah. Answer that for me.
Um, Wait, is it recording or no?
It's recording.
Okay, so this is what I was gonna say. I I didn't really want an in-person trainer because I don't like people yelling at me. Like that's that's
Yeah,
what I think about somebody
yeah.
being like, "Stop right now! You're not doing it right." Like I don't want people yelling at me. I want to go at my own
At your
time,
own pace, yep.
at my own pace. Like, and I like having the videos so I can like watch it and make sure. And you also have me like record those videos and then send them to you too
Yeah,
to give me feedback. And yeah, I know you were telling me like I was doing it right, but like it just was being, again, the confidence piece.
yeah.
And I would watch those videos and watch the videos and stuff. And like, I don't know, I think like what do you call it? Like form confidence or getting confidence in like
Yeah,
form
yeah.
like,
Form confidence is a good way to put it.
yeah, form confidence. Like I'm still learning that even in Pilates. Like even in Pilates now, my instructors are like, okay, if you don't feel it in this muscle, you're probably not doing it right. And I'm like, oh, like it's actually helping me even when I'm doing my workouts like in the gym. Um, but yeah, I liked your format because I could do it at my own pace. Like if you
Hmm.
have a trainer, your trainer's probably gonna move super fast, like and then by
They
the
got more
time they leave,
people.
what?
So they got more people.
Yeah, they got more people, or it's like by the time you finish your session with them and they're gone, you may not still remember, right? So like I would actually go back and watch the videos that I took and sent you when you told me I was doing a good job. But I think for someone who is like self-motivated, you just need a little bit of guidance. Great. I think it worked really well. I know for me, I still like even to this day, I would get really nervous if somebody is watching me do the workout in person.
Oh,
So
it's
like,
always like sitting there looking at you.
yeah, like so I like the way the program was. I like the way the program was set up.
Mm,
Um, so yeah, that's all I would say for that.
okay.
It worked better for me because I mean, a lot of people have asked me too, like, "Oh, your trainer wasn't with you in person." I was like, and then people think that they need a trainer there with them, but like you really don't. I mean, it again, it depends because, like, let's say your trainer's like, "Oh, I want to meet up with you at like 7 in the morning." What if you like have an emergency that morning? What if
Mm-hmm.
you oversleep or something like that? Like, and you miss your session or the trainer. Like, one of my friends has an in-person trainer, and the trainer's always rescheduling. I actually tried to do in-person training before I worked with you,
Yeah.
and that trainer would always reschedule at the last minute. She would cancel at the last minute. She wasn't feeling well and this and that. And I was like, I need to be able to do this on my own time. And
Mm-hmm.
so, if someone does like to do it on their own time, I think it is the way to go.
Yeah, I found that like more women that are like kind of like in your, they might not be entrepreneurs, but they're like executives or like very busy. They are like, they try to train, but it doesn't fit y'all schedule. Like y'all
Right.
schedules is just too, is not over the
Yeah.
place. But also like when you have a trainer, and I was a trainer, like I don't know the good trainer, I love trainers. You're only there for that session.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
45 minutes to an hour. That's it.
Yeah.
And you might not get nutrition, and it might not be catered to you
Right.
specifically, and then you don't build the independence. So like a lot of women come to us, it's like I was doing so good, then my trainer moved, and I'm gonna get all the way back. So like you didn't have no independence that you built from that. That's all you have.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
if you start working with that trainer or your program ends, like, are you just going to go back to how you were before? No, you got to learn how to do it on your own.
It's a whole. It's like you said. It's a lifestyle change. A lot of people look at it like a. They treat it like. They kind of treat it like a medication, whereas like you take it and then you stop taking it when you're like healed. But it's like you're never all the way healed. You have to take it every
Like,
day forever. Like you got to go work out every
I
day. You
know.
got to be in
You're
touch.
never going to stop working out.
Yeah. Like I think
Never.
that's people's mindset is like, oh, I'm gonna work out, and then when I hit my goal, I can just go back to doing what I was doing because I'll hit my goal. And it's like no, because then you'll get big
Right.
again and unhealthy and have health issues. It just doesn't work like that. But
Exactly.
anyways, I have one more question, but I forgot it. This has been good though. This actually been very good because I think that's one of the biggest barriers people have is like I need somebody in person. But like I had a lady that did our program that lost 60 pounds this year that I
Mm-hmm.
actually did coach in person when I was in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
And she was so against doing like an online type of program. And she
Mm.
honestly didn't even do our private program that you did. She did like a group program, but she started
Okay.
off there and then she moved to like our longer program. And she was like, honestly, I only did it because I knew you, but I had been saying I needed an in person coach for 4 years. So like
Mm.
people would say the same thing for, you wait, say it for almost half a decade.
Yep.
or you could have just got the help you needed. But also, it's like, doesn't matter who coaches you if you don't change your mindset. But anyways,